One of the biggest differences that we experienced working with Crossfuze was this team dynamic. As we started getting into the Smart Launch program, we realized very quickly that we were going to be very heavily involved in the process, but we had plenty of support from a very knowledgeable team behind us, making sure that we were meeting the deadlines and the goals that were set forward as part of the program. This team dynamic really reassured us that we were going to be able to meet the deadlines that we had, and we were successfully able to launch on time. One of the most powerful pieces or parts to ServiceNow is the fact that as a platform, it can reach so many different levels and groups within your enterprise. And Colliers was looking for a way to not just solve the issues that we had in IT around incident management and change management and problem management, but also looking towards what else the system could provide us in other departments like HR, other areas of fulfillment that we needed, and how we could use the platform to what its really fullest potential. Working with Crossfuze and seeing how the system is developed out of the box rather than the very customized version that we were dealing with really opened up our vision and our eyes to what was possible with the platform. The type of support that we've received and the way that we interact with the various teams at Crossfuze, rather than being a traditional vendor and client relationship, they've gone a long ways to helping us work together as a true team that feels like a part of Colliers almost, just another development arm working with ServiceNow that we can tap into and communicate with really openly, flexibly, and really work towards the same goals. It's less of me directing them on what exactly needs to be done and more of a collaborative effort with feedback going back and forth on best practices and what they believe would be the right choice for the goals that we have for the system. And that team atmosphere goes a long way to improving the product that we get out of the work we're putting into the system. Over the years that we've used ServiceNow, we've worked with a number of different vendors that were able to implement different solutions for us, but ultimately ended up being not good for Colliers long term. And we were able to work with Crossfuze very early on in identifying the benefits of going with the Smart Launch program, and the level of care that we received was significantly higher than many of their competitors that reassured us that this is the right path for us to take. Changing instances and removing everything that we had before and starting fresh is kind of a scary endeavor for any company, but they certainly instilled a level of trust and confidence in us that we were going to be successful and that we were going to get the results we were looking for. Colliers International has used ServiceNow for 7+ years now, and like many of our other companies, we customize our instance quite a bit over the years. And what this led to was problems in upgrading and making changes, and the constant Band-Aid over Band-Aid fix became a real issue for us. And this was talked about in the Knowledge 18 conference by John Dunnaway, how they really want customers to be focusing on the out-of-the-box experience. And by going with the Smart Launch program and kind of mothballing our older instance and starting fresh and clean, we were able to overcome a lot of the problems that we had picked up over the years and start with a product that was really working well for us right out of the box. The Smart Launch program really is a guided setup, and for someone like myself, who I considered to be a more amateur ServiceNow administrator, there was a huge collaboration between me and the team, and they're teaching me step by step as we're going through the setup process how things are done, how these different pieces fit together, and the degree of knowledge transfer that occurs during that process is tremendous. My comfort level with ServiceNow is significantly higher than it was before, and that's because I was a very active participant in that process, and the degree of education that I was able to glean from them was just huge, and that really goes a long way for me now, looking forward to how I administrate the system in the future in partnership with them. The timeline that Smart Launch brings is very aggressive, and it really sets the bar high in terms of reaching a quick delivery and getting you a product that works fast. And kind of meet us right in the middle of a customized product that met our needs, but also hit the timeline that we were trying to work within. So it was very beneficial for our timeline, and again, the level of expertise that the engineers at Crossfuze brought in handling the very complex environment that we were bringing and trying to integrate with ServiceNow was something we hadn't really experienced before with other vendors.